Okay, let's just get right into it. If you're a creative, a performer, or, a purpose-driven entrepreneur, you've probably felt it. That massive, crushing pressure to just play small, to hide your true voice because the professional landscape feels way too intimidating, too expensive, or honestly, just incredibly lonely to navigate. But look at this quote right here. You do not have to shrink to survive anymore. That right there is the absolute core philosophy we're exploring today. It's not just some nice, inspiring thought, it's the actual, literal foundation of a highly practical support system that was built specifically for you. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're walking through the master service and accessible pricing guide for Dr. Flow and the Love in Action Network. Think of this explainer as your own personal roadmap. If you're a new creative client, maybe you're stepping onto a stage for the very first time, launching that podcast you've been dreaming about, or just trying to figure out your whole brand, we are going to break down exactly how you can build your voice, your visibility, and your purpose without doing it all by yourself. So here's the journey we've got ahead of us today. We'll start with accessible support, then look at quick breakthroughs, deepening confidence, strategy and execution, community programs, and finally, taking your first step. Now, to really get these services, you kind of need to know who's actually behind them, right? At the heart of the Love in Action Network is Dr. Flow. And let me tell you, Dr. Flow is the real deal. A Broadway veteran, an active performer, a teaching artist, and a creative strategist. The crucial takeaway here is that this isn't just theory. You're being guided by someone who has literally been in the trenches, actively navigating the super competitive and, let's be real, often stressful professional, arts, and entrepreneurial worlds. They built this network specifically to give premium support to speakers, healers, and leaders who are just absolutely ready to move forward with real clarity and accountability. Section 1, Accessible Support, Breaking Down the Barriers. Let's go ahead and talk about the giant elephant in the room when it comes to professional coaching and creative services, which is, of course, the cost. This approach completely reframes the traditional coaching model. The source text explicitly states their belief that support absolutely must be accessible, while still honoring the value of professional labor. If you look at these options, you'll see tangible pathways designed specifically to eliminate cost as this massive mental hurdle. We're talking sliding scale opportunities, payment plans, subscription models, and even community-supported access. And this matters deeply, guys, because if you're a beginner or honestly just trying to find your footing, financial stress shouldn't be the thing that locks you out of professional mentorship. This whole sliding scale philosophy, it's basically a big neon sign saying, you belong here. But hey, before you go and commit to some massive multi-month coaching package, sometimes you just need to get unstuck fast. That brings us to Section 2, Immediate creative breakthroughs, the quick fix. Okay, the absolutely crucial point here is this number right here, $25. Seriously, for just $25, you can book a 25-minute quick fix session with Dr. Flow. That is an incredibly low barrier to entry. I mean, if you're stuck in an overthinking spiral, dealing with sudden stage fright right before a big opportunity, or maybe you just need a quick jolt of creative direction, you don't have to wait until you've saved up a massive budget. You can get immediate, hyper-focused support right now. And these bite-sized sessions, they aren't just generic run-of-the-mill advice. You can choose a vocal breakthrough audit, a stage fright reset, or a visibility and branding audit. There's even an energy and burnout reset conversation you can tap into. This is brilliant because it targets the exact acute pain points that totally paralyze us new creatives. You can literally spend 25 minutes fixing your workflow or regaining your public speaking confidence, and then, boom, you're right back to creating. Now, once you've had that quick breakthrough and you feel ready to wade into deeper waters, we enter Section 3, Deepening Your Confidence, Transformative Coaching. This really showcases the dual expertise that Dr. Flow brings to the table. On one side, you've got private premium vocal coaching, which starts at $175 a session. This is your technical mastery. We're talking breath support, song coaching, audition prep, directly with a Broadway veteran. But then, equally important, is the confidence and visibility coaching, starting at $197 a session. This is the internal work. Because let's face it, you might have absolutely perfect vocal technique, but still suffer from crippling social anxiety around actually performing, or a deep-seated fear of being seen. So whether you need to tune up your vocal technique or, fix your self-worth and camera confidence, there is a dedicated track specifically for you. But what happens when you've got the confidence, you've got the voice, but you are just completely bogged down by the actual administrative, behind-the-scenes work of being a creative? Well, that brings us to Section 4, Strategy and Execution, Done-for-You Services. Think of this as an a la carte menu of done-for-you services. As a new creative, sitting down to write your own professional bio or optimize a resume with all the right industry jargon can be completely exhausting. Here, you can literally just hand that off. For 75 bucks, the team will revamp your resume or write up your press kit. Need to launch a newsletter? They'll set the whole thing up and write your welcome sequence for $125. They even offer podcast production support, handling episode organization, guest coordination, the whole shebang, starting at $500 a month. The big takeaway here, you do not have to wear every single hat. Actually, scratch that. You shouldn't wear every hat. You can hire an expert team to do the heavy lifting, which saves you a massive amount of time. Now, one-on-one coaching and done-for-you services are absolutely fantastic, but isolation is the enemy of creativity, which leads us right into Section 5, Community and Group Programs, the ecosystem. Through these programs, you're essentially wrapped in this ongoing, incredibly supportive environment. First up, there's the Adopt a Black Artist and Creative Access Partner Program. This offers community-centered growth starting at an accessible monthly donation or even barter pricing. Then there's the incredibly named Unfuckwithable Mastermind with Dr. Flo for $75 a week, which gives you weekly sessions, dedicated support chats, and pop-up coaching. Finally, the broader Love in Action Network offers performance workshops and, crucially, healing-centered spaces. You aren't just a client in a vacuum. You become part of a real network of accountability, masterclasses, and genuine human connection. Okay, so how do you actually get started? Let's move to Section 6, taking your first step, the onboarding process. It is exactly as simple as these 3 steps. Seriously, zero confusion here. Step 1, just identify the area where you need the most help right now. Is it vocal technique, maybe a bio rewrite, or just a quick confidence reset? Step 2, reach out. You can use the live chat on their website, send an Instagram DM, or just shoot them an email. Easy. And step 3, which is definitely the most important, you'll actually receive personalized guidance. Dr. Flo's team isn't just going to push you into the most expensive package. They actively partner with you to find the absolute best fit pathway for your specific goals, your budget, and the exact season of life you're in right now. So I want to leave you with a question to chew on today. What will you create now that you don't have to do it alone? You've got the roadmap now. You know that accessible premium support actually exists for whatever your budget is, whether you just need 25 minutes of clarity to get unstuck or a full year of mastermind networking. The contact info is up on screen so you can easily reach out when you're ready. Remember, you do not have to shrink to survive anymore. It is time to take that first step toward your creative purpose. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and honestly, I can't wait to see what you build.